In this video, we'll talk about getNavItems wire adapter. This adapter is also in a beta, and we can import this adapter from a Lightning UI apps API module. So we use this wire adapter to retrieve the items in the navigation menu. And as a note, this adapter currently is not ready for the production use. And building this video because in the future this adapter will be available, so it's good to know how this adapter works. So syntax is similar. We import the wire from a LWC module, then we import the getNavItems from the UI apps API module, and we just pass it. We'll have two adapter configuration nav item names. This is an optional, but if you want the only details of a navigation menu of standard account, so you can get that. You can set the page size as well. So let's see how it works. Let's go to a VS Code and let's create a component called getNavItems demo. And here we'll start with the same approach. Import the wire from the LWC module. Then we have to import the getNavItems, that is our adapter name, from the Lightning UI apps API. Now we have our adapter ready. We'll call the wire, say bring this, and we'll just say page size maximum 30. There will be so many nav items, so let's restrict that, and we'll see. We'll create the wire as a function so that we're able to debug easily or visualize the data. So I'll say nav items handler. Say the data comes, console the data. Let's wrap this in a, if data is available, then only console. You can do it for error as well. Let's keep it simple for data only. In the HTML, what we can do is we can quickly create a lightning card, and we can quickly create a padding around the card. Here data comes, and we're gonna place this again in the app page only, so change the meta file, and let's deploy this now. So now it's deployed. Let's go to our org, click on edit page. I'm using the same wire service app page for this demo. Here we'll search for get navs item demo, drag it to the top of the right side, and it throws an error. It's okay. Let's save this. At least we place our component. And let's go why it was showing an error. Let's see. And I look at the adapter name because it was showing something wrong with the adapter, and I just realized the adapter name is getNavItems, not getNavItem. Let's deploy this. Page, refresh the page, because anyhow we have placed our component, and now our card is coming here correctly. I print something next to this component name. There is proxy is coming, and proxy we use some JSON stringify, and if it prints like this directly here, temp1, and yes, it's printing. So it gives us hell lot of data. I'll clean this out and paste it whatever it comes. Let me open this, and here it returning me the nav item 30. And if I open this nav item, each nav item has different properties available. So if we look into it, each nav item has a developer name, standard account. If I go to the another one, it will have standard app launcher. If we just try to understand what all data is coming for each nav item, so it's sending us the label, it's sending us the page reference with the type, what's the page, whether it's an object page, home page, app page, so many details, content. If there will be an icon for that page, the icon URL will come here. So right now it's sending us so much data. Basically that page size we have given 30, so it's giving us a 30 record. If you want to reduce this, right, and if you just pass page size 1, you are not sure which one gonna come, so you can define your nav items, and for that you need to say nav item names, and the name we just saw is standard account, so it will just bring the standard account details. And let's deploy and see what it gives to us. Now it's deployed. Let's go back and page the proxy coming again. Do the right click, store it into a global variable, so it comes into a temporary variable, and write json dot stringify of this temp variable. And now if you see, it's returning only one object, and let's this and paste this. Now if you see, it returning only one nav item, and if I go the developer name, it will return only the standard account that we are calling. Okay. So what we're going to do is we just print few properties on the screen for the sake of this demo. Right now I don't have a real-time example for this, so I'll say this dot result equal to data dot nav items of 0. So if I show you, it's coming under the nav items, and under the nav item I'm just picking up the first record, that's why I'm giving an index 0. And on the top I'll create this property result, so once the data comes, that data will render on the HTML. So here we'll write some properties, and to show that, first thing we can do is we'll create a template first with the if true, so that when the result is available, then only render the rest of the things. And on the screen what we can do is can place a div, 3 divs, and for first div will show developer name, second div will show object API name, for third div we're gonna show page reference, and we can use result dot developer name to the developer name. Similarly do it for other two, so object API name and the page reference. So we are just doing it for a standard account have, and let's deploy this. So now it's deployed. Let's go back to our org. Let's refresh the page. Debugger, and now on the screen you can see developer name is coming, account is coming, page reference is showing account because we might have the wrong property of object. So we can say temp1 dot page reference not returning. Let's go back here and just what we are doing. Under the page reference we need a dot type basically. So if I copy this and go here and say temp1 dot page reference, under the page, oh sorry, here it is like nav items of 0 dot page reference dot type. Here page reference dot type will give me the type of the page reference. So I'll go here and create the page reference dot type. Let's deploy this and see. If I go back, if you see why it was printing the object and object, because it was bringing an object. We were referring to a page reference only. That's why it was giving us object in the HTML. So now it's deployed. Let's refresh the page, close the debugger. Now we should able to see proper page reference type basically, and now it's coming standard object page. So you can utilize for some purpose. Right now I don't have a real-time example for this, but I showed you how you can use this adapter to bring the nav items for all the nav items, and you can restrict it based on your particular nav item name. So we restricted it based on the standard account nav item name. Go back, you can see configuration is very simple. Nav item name, page size, and all the stuff you can configure easily. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.